Auckland's Sky City recently played host to a film premiere with a difference. Along with a who's who of New Zealand acting and media celebrities, a few feathers, a Chinese dragon and percussion set for entertainment, the real stars of the event were the director, writers and actors of Chinese descent and their friends and family who graced the red carpet. They're behind New Zealand's latest feature film, a cross-cultural romantic comedy set in Auckland and released nationwide this week.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Do you want to get something to eat after?
Well, in a really simple word, it's about love. But in any kind of relationship, you overcome all sorts of boundaries. This is a cross-cultural story, so people battling to find a place to be in love between two cultures.
Have a girlfriend?
Hey, James, let's get married.
What about your parents?
We don't tell anybody.
My Wedding and Other Secrets pits a young woman's romance with a non-Chinese New Zealander against her love for her traditional Chinese immigrant parents.
I'm in love with a white guy. His name's James and it's serious.
I am aware of this.
But it's the heroine herself who has the most to learn as she stumbles her way, she hopes, to happiness. The film is based on the real-life events of the director-writer Roseanne Liang, first chronicled in a self-made documentary and, over the last 5 years, reworked as a dramatic interpretation for cinema. With funding from the Film Commission and backing from a big production company, the film's cast boasts a lineup of homegrown Chinese New Zealand acting talent and two of the big names of Hong Kong cinema.
Is this small courtesy too much to ask?
Well, the moment they walk on set, you can kind of tell they've done this, you know, their whole lives. And watching them sort of be able to turn it on in an instant and command, like the commanding presence on set and also, like, on screen, it's kind of phenomenal to watch.
Playing the lead character based on Roseanne while being directed by Roseanne doesn't sound like the easiest acting gig in town, but Michelle Ang makes an impressive debut in the lead role.
This is something we do because we love each other.
Well, I think she did an amazing job, but I'm biased, so what do you think?
I think that was incredible. There'd be times when you'd be walking behind Michelle and I'd be like, that's Roseanne, she's kind of walking like Roseanne. And so she kind of took aspects of Roseanne on board, but also kind of the parts of Emily that are different in the script. So she really made it her own role.
The more humiliating, the better.
Michelle's amazing, yeah. It was great working with her. We hung out a lot. The three sisters and the whole family actually bonded quite a bit before we actually started shooting. So, you know, it gave me a lot of time to be able to learn from her.
Have you even bothered to ask Susan if she's okay?
Despite the romantic comedy label, the film's emotional heart revolves around the complexities of the father-daughter and mother-daughter relationship. And it's the poignant treatment of these complicated bonds that sets this film apart.
I think the film kind of shows how complicated it is. It's not like a straightforward thing. Cultural aspects kind of influence it, but at the end of the day, everyone wants to be loved by their parents and every parent wants to love their child. So, yeah, it's about the complexities of that, I guess.
And the issues around cross-cultural relationships are unlikely to go away anytime soon here in increasingly multicultural New Zealand.
今天我来是想向您的女儿求婚。我发誓我会永远。
I guess it was kind of really interesting because I related to the story in a way, being a New Zealand-born Chinese, and I guess it kind of, in a really strange way, made me evaluate like who I was and what my sort of cultural leanings were, and I guess kind of gave me a new sense of identity in a way.
We haven't done anything wrong, Emily. I'm glad that auntie saw us. Maybe now I can tell your parents how I feel about you, which is that I love you, okay?
Michelle Ang, based in New York, recently landed a role in a television pilot, and London-based Celeste Wong is starting work on an independent British feature. But while the film's Kiwi stars pursue careers overseas, the film itself has been given a passport to the world. It's the first locally made feature to be reversioned with Chinese subtitles. The producers hope this version, already playing in 3 Auckland cinemas, will steal the hearts of viewers living well beyond these shores.